Awesome. Come on, I know I've got you. I will beat the mess out of you. You're not gonna win. Oh, you won! You got faster than me. Well, no, dude, I was going to name a Pokemon. Oh, I was going to just name one of my Pokemon after you. So whatever Pokemon you want to have your name. Like, just pick one from this generation, and I will definitely name it after you. Even though I dislike naming in Gen 1 just because it makes it hard to find your Pokemon in the Pokebank, not bank, Pokemon Center PC. I keep trying to press B to make myself run. You can't do that. Alright, man. You will get to be Abracadabra and Alakazam. Ah, shit. I gotta figure out how to do that one. That one shouldn't be that difficult. I can find someone that will be willing to trade with me. That I can rely on somebody for. It's just, I cannot rely on somebody to go out and get me an Electabuzz, a Magmar, and a Jinx to trade to me. Which those are definitely going to be the most difficult to get in yellow, just because you can't find them worth anything. Find them anywhere. And, like, I think it's only a few places for, or you only can get Jinx in a trade in red and blue, which is a headache. I'm definitely going to miss that. Oh, how about, what's the website? Alright, I'm also going to need some help, though. Which fossil should we be picking up? I need to know if we want Ammonite or Kabutops. So, Armor Fossil or Helix Fossil. Which, with this being Twitch, I kind of already assume I know what we want. That is, unless you're not familiar with Twitch. In that case, I will just use you guys to pick up my team. As a... If there were more people, I'd probably put a poll up for it, but I want to know what we should be getting. Always go for Kabutops? But what about Lord Helix? That thing's gonna be in my mind forever, though. Like, the fact that we were, as a community, Twitch was able to come together and beat pretty much every single Pokemon game so far, haven't they? Actually, I might go check that out again. I gotta figure out if they actually have beaten anything more than... they both probably have proper potential. My goal there is, though, when I catch them, or when I get them, they're going to be level 20. I need to get them to level 40, and I'm kind of done with them. Yeah. Twitch Plays Pokemon was very interesting. I don't know if they're doing another game right now. They might have Sun and Moon already coded up for it, but it was interesting to watch Pokemon play, or Twitch Plays Pokemon. Like, I didn't participate personally, but it was a very interesting experiment they pulled off, which gets a lot of views and a lot of interaction, which I do definitely love that. Like, whoever came up with that is definitely awesome with that company. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, come on. Let's get going, Pikachu. I'm kind of close to having a couple of Pokemon evolve, right? Yeah, well, Pidgey at the very least. Twitch plays Dark Souls? That sounds like it would be impossible. Like, I don't play Dark Souls, and I know it's impossibly hard in any ways. Like, how do people actually get to where they can do something like that correctively? Like, I'm gambling the only way anyone survived is there was this one guy that was always typing in roll, 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 just to make sure nobody died. Oh man. Da-da-da-da-da. I might go check that out. Like that just sounds like utter chaos. Oh, oh man. Did they? Well, yeah, it probably worked the same way as Pokemon. You had your chaos and your order side to it. So playing it with Dark Souls, you had your chaos where everyone was just allowed to spam buttons. But with the reaction time you need for Dark Souls, I don't understand how they were able to vote for it. Like the very chaotic, this is what we're doing constantly. Seems like it would have been the better choice of forward motion. Come on. Yeah, Nidoran level up. Like, seriously, Twitch plays Dark Souls. I have to check that out. True. A lot of the better Dark Souls players tend to be trolls. They want to do something to hurt everyone else if they can. Which, the Dark Souls story I've watched very thoroughly. That is very cool to understand. Well, I've watched the gameplay. I'm not nearly versed in the story as much as a, of an actual player. Oh boy. But hey, since they beat it, they either now is it like controlled by the jeez, just thinking about this. Just thinking about how badly that went. Like there must have been just 3 to 4 hours during that first part of Dark Souls where they were rolling off of a stupid cliff. Just constantly rolling off of a cliff. Like, I really have to check that out later. Which I might do that when I'm at work. Just to have something on in the background for me. Do you happen to know how long it took them to actually come up with, well, to get through the game? And was it original Dark Souls? Well, Pokemon is definitely a childhood franchise, and I know a lot of people that love Pokemon, but definitely want to say they would definitely believe Dark Souls is the better franchise for the sake of a difficult game. For me personally, I love Final Fantasy, so I'm going to say Final Fantasy is the better sense of a franchise, but that's me being me. Like, I would say Kingdom Hearts is 28 days to beat it. That's actually pretty good. I know people that picked up the game initially definitely didn't beat it in 28 days. But I guess they had to take a break while Twitch plays could constantly just. Well, I think I said this earlier. Best way of playing Dark Souls: beat your head against something until you're done. You've never played Final Fantasy games? They're actually all really well made. They're all separate storylines, and that's why I think they're really good franchise games. Like, it's not one story, but it is a franchise because it's all working with the ideals of Final Fantasy. Like, all of the magic always has the same type of line to it. It's fire, 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 and Firaga that empowers your magic for effort. Like, if anything, I would definitely advise everyone to get Final Fantasy VII's remake when it comes out because it looks fantastic, and I hope it plays like Final Fantasy 15. Really, you own all the Final Fantasy games, but you've never played? Jeez, I don't know if I could do that. Like, is this my Pokemon or not? Help me out. Was this my Pokemon or did I? Yeah. Let's see if I can catch a Pokemon. Nope. Blocked by the Training's Ball. My bad. I'm not a thief. Oh no. Nidoran. Go. Horn attack. Oh. Huh. So you. Okay. Hey. I will. Okay. So if you're gonna play them, at this point, definitely try to play 15. It's a really good game so far. I've only made it to chapter 5 and I'm having so much fun playing it. Oh, the Final Fantasy 14? That's okay too. I'm not a fan of it. I kind of got away from MMOs after I just stopped playing WoW. Like, I had no real recourse with playing anymore because WoW is still one of the best. And if I'm ever going to go back, I'm definitely going to play WoW, World of Warcraft. Just kind of. What am I missing on that route? I know Jigglypuffs definitely. Jesus. I know Jigglypuffs definitely are going to. Hold up. What was that? Something made noise on the laptop. Oh god. Yeah, that you can burn a lot of time into MMOs. It's just kind of if you want to or not. Like late if I ever feel like it again, I will definitely try and stream some MMO, but it's most definitely going to be World of Warcraft. And I'm going to have, by that time, hopefully a team of 4, 5, 6, or 10 people that are just interchangeable, so I can go in and say, hey, we're going to play this. Does anyone want to join me? And just kind of flip flop. This is our group for World of Warcraft. Like, have an out of game guild so I have access to people to play with, because I cannot stand playing MMOs alone anymore. It's just a bummer. Ba-da-ba. Okay, so I have to actually go back out here because I forgot almost that I need to catch a Jigglypuff. I'm right in thinking Jigglypuff's out here, correct? That's Rattata. That is not a Jigglypuff. Lokick. There we go. Dun-dun. Yeah, thank you. Let's see if we can catch that Jigglypuff. That's a Spearow. That is not a Jigglypuff. Like, that is definitely not a Jigglypuff. That is some just scrangly looking bird. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, hey, there's a Sandshrew. Which means, yeah, I need to catch the Sandshrew. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Well, do you? I mean, it's a well-designed sprite. It's just, it makes him look like a very gangly, ugly bird. Like, I've never been a fan of Spearow because I always go after Pidgey. Like, Pidgey was my flying type in Generation 1 and 2. No nickname for Sandshrew. Oh boy. Yeah, my chest. There's a Mankey. Let's see. Actually, I probably should check my Pokedex to see if it tells me a Jigglypuff would exist nearby. You're still level 11. Yeah. Scratch. Okay. Who's the next Pokemon? Pikachu. Honestly, I'm thankful you're here, man. Taurus. Not Tori. Taurus. Like, you've made this a lot easier to do just having someone to go back and forth with. Like, I know there's certain people, like, we've had a couple of people pop in and out. Like, someone else was here for a while, just didn't say anything. I was curious about him. But you're definitely helping out my cause because there's a lot of confidence that comes with having someone follow you, like you, subscribe to you. Like, all of that helps in this endeavor I'm trying to make. Like, I have no intention right now of trying to make this a full-time thing because there's just no way I could do it right now. I've got so much time that I gotta work. I can only do streams for a couple of hours, maybe every week. And I like using the fact that I can stream to here and then export it to YouTube to make everything work. It's all very beautiful. And as one of my favorite YouTubers has really put out there, if you're gonna start doing this, you have to do it as a hobby. Like, don't think you're going to ever just start making money because it works so much better for you if you treat it like a hobby. Spend money if you want, but don't put it as your primary thing. Like Flick's gaming stuff. He is a great YouTuber that I love to watch his stuff on. And he's just very down to earth and does a lot of, he calls them inside baseball episodes of how he thinks people should, or how he prefers to run a YouTube channel. Like, don't try and be clickbaity, don't try and do certain things. It's like, I have no room to say anything because I don't know enough yet. But I am definitely learning from people that have their head on straight about not doing too much at once. Jigglypuff. Where does Jigglypuff start showing up in this generation? Damn it. I gotta start trying to make sure I mute myself if I'm gonna cough. Bum 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 bum. Gustamanky. I've lost. I've definitely skipped a good number of frames. Come on. Holy cow. Bum 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 bum. Right after Cerulean City, before the daycare, I was hunting for Jigglypuffs in here. I think I've got everything right now, though, if that's the case. Nope, quick attack for Pidgey, that's awesome. So let's see, I've got the Caterpie, I can't catch a Weedle, I've hit a Spearow, can't get an Ekans in this one, Pikachu and Sandshrew, Nidoran, so Jigglypuff, okay, so it doesn't show up here yet. You're right, you got me. Diglett can't get to, Geodude is still going to be in the cave, so is Onix, and Eevee's a special pickup, which I'm going to have somebody help me decide which Eevee evolution I need to start with in this one. Don't laugh at me too much, man. I was trying to ask you earlier which did not help my set. TM12 was Water Gun. Definitely Rattata. Yep, Geodude, yes. Yep. Geodude, Zubat, Clefairy, and Paris. Bum. Oh, there's the Zubat. Level 8 Zubat. Against my level 12 Pidgey. Quick attack. And I think those are all that's left in this generation. I know it's more common on the second level. I'm taking as a whole of the actual entire thing. I'm going to catch all of those in the. But yeah, Clefairy is more. Clefairy is most often found at the top of the dungeon here, right? Not dungeon, but the you know what I mean. Yeah, I think Paris only shows up on second level, but which one is the one that Clefairy shows up the most in? It should be the first level, right? Someone's PC. Oh, I've still got to meet Bill. Bill's way up the list down there, huh? Oh, hey, another Zubat. This one I get to kill. That's good. Because Zubats are an infestion and need to be taken out. On the ledges by the Moonstone? Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Go ahead and grab this item, potion. And walk in front of him to get a battle. Suspicious men are in the cave. That's weird. Oh wow, I didn't realize what time it was. I've only got about 10 more minutes for today. Bum 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 bum. Oh boy. Oh, okay, so I got my name from playing WoW. So when it comes to my name, I got it from playing WoW. I Redris was actually just a common name that was given to me through their auto name generator because I couldn't use any of my really old names, but I've kept up with that name forever. So I just really like the idea of keeping it now. Which I say forever. Like I last played World of Warcraft 4 years ago. I say it's forever, but I'm only 23, so there is no need to pretend. There's definitely no need to pretend like I have. And yeah, and 2015 is special for me because it's when I got my PlayStation 4? Yeah, I think it's when I got my first PlayStation 4. So it's my username on that and just about everything else related to my YouTube side. Why am I using Quick Attack? I should be using Gust. My bad. But he takes out Pidgey. Yeah, so my name's just definitely derivative of the fact that I had a character named Redris on uh, choking. Okay, I had a character named Redris on World of Warcraft. He was, by the end of it, he was a level 100 Draenei Dark Knight, or no, Death Knight. So it might have been actually closer to now. But yeah, again, if you want to follow me, check me out on YouTube as Redris2015, as well as a Twitter as Redris2015 if you're part of it. I'm going to resave again. Now I'm not getting choked up from memories of World of Warcraft. I'm going to resave myself again. And everyone stay safe, have a nice day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.